Similar to groups are similar to, you know, that Facebook group, that Facebook thing.
Okay.
Are we dating the same guy?
Oh.
Listen, they're dealing with a lot of man wicked on that.
Yep.
Yo, I keep it 100. I got thrown on there one time at one point, yeah? No, I won't talk about it. I didn't even last 24 hours. I didn't even...
You really think that you men accept that in the
They
club?
don't, you don't.
The way you lot give us stink faces is worse than women.
Yeah.
You say, no, I'm all right. You lot will stand in that corner just...
I think I was an experiment. But he at the end, when he said it wasn't going to work out, he said, but I will always remember you as my first black girl.
Oh my God. You know what? I think there's nothing wrong with people liking people outside of their race or whatever.
No, there's nothing wrong with it.
But
Do your thing.
I think just don't bring your race down in order for you to justify
Yeah,
what
yeah,
you
yeah.
like. That's what I don't agree with.
Like, oh, you talking to them and they say they're 5'11" and you meet them, they're 5'5".
No, but that's not...
that was rude.
That's rude.
That's just rude.
It's
That's just rude.
But you can come to
You
terms
couldn't
to
even
forgive
do
it.
like a couple of inches to a 5'7". You aim for the sky on this one. Yeah.
If you lie back, your kids...
Okay, so age,
that is no. The amount
kids.
of kids you've got. I've had someone lie about, oh, I've got one child and they've got like 6.
like if we're on Hinge now and
Yeah.
you put down 4 kids, 4 baby fathers, I'm just swiping
Real quick.
There ain't no
He didn't even check the second picture.
conversation. Just
Then check your hobbies.
Yeah. Because do you know what? If you're looking for love, love ain't in this direction. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Yeah, okay.
Yes, and we're back with another episode of Straight Out the Box. I am your host, Tells. Look at this decoration. Yeah, look at the settings right now. Take it in, people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, obviously, I know a lot of you was used to the old school setting. Do you know what I'm saying? But nah, look at, you see the sofa there? Yeah, nice cream. Remember the last
Creme
one?
de la
It was,
creme.
it was grey, if I remember correctly. The last one. Do you know what I'm saying? The whole aesthetics of the place. Do you know what I'm saying? It's new settings, new beginnings, and obviously, a lot of you that don't know, this is actually the first episode of 2025, which is a big thing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm in a studio, no less. The one and only place to do your podcasting at is AME Hire. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're interested in podcasting, if you're interested in just using a space where you can do your recording or anything for your own video productions, if you're interested in hiring out any equipment to put towards your video production, then look no further than AME Hire. It's AME Hire on Instagram and amehire.com. Is that right, Mike?
Correct.
Yeah, so amehire.com. The link will be in the description. The website will be in the description. So if you're looking for any more further information, just look in the description and yeah, it will have the answers to all of your questions. But now, today, I'm joined by 2 lovely ladies. For those of you that's been rocking with me for a little while, do you know what I'm saying? You've seen these 2 ladies' faces before. For those of you that are new to the pod, welcome. Do you know what I'm saying? Big up yourself. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Do you know what I'm saying? But for those of you that don't know, I'm going to get the lovely ladies to reintroduce themselves again. Do you know what I'm saying? So please.
Why are you laughing?
I don't know.
I just don't know what's going to come out your mouth today, that's why.
No,
So
I'm
just
alright.
let them know your name, your area, and your social media handle. And I've got a bone to pick with one of you, but we're going to get to that in a second, yeah?
Obviously you.
Oh.
Maybe. We're going to start off with,
You want
let's
it
start off with you.
Thank you. I'm Grace from East London.
Come on.
Pew, 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 pew. Social media handle on Instagram is grace.m.amelia. If you already follow me, then you can follow the dance journey. So follow Zaya Arts. Carnival's approaching, so follow Zaya Arts.
And yourself?
Obviously I'm Queen Mary again, okay? I'm from South London, but
up South
originally from
London.
Uganda.
Right, big up
Shall I
yourself.
tell you which part?
I mean, hey, feel free, do you know what I'm saying? If you want to let that off, yeah, go on.
Yeah. Started.
Sorority. So I'm a proper village girl, village.
Okay, and your social media handle?
Do you know why I don't do social media? Because I've got no time.
Okay.
Yeah, so find me where you find me, really. Find me on Grace's one or something. Send
Okay.
Grace a message.
Setting me up already. You see that? Set up.
No, first things first, ladies. Like, big up yourselves for coming back up again. One thing that I do have to let you know, yeah, is that you ladies was actually highly requested last year based off the episode that we did together. Like a lot of people was like, yeah, no, get those girls back on again. They thoroughly enjoyed, you lot's perspectives on certain subject matters. Do you know what I'm saying? And so I thought, do you know what? Since we're going to be in a new place, new studio, shout out to AME Hire again. I thought it was only right for you lot to come back again. Do you know what I'm saying? And
Why
bless us
not?
with your presence on this particular episode and the debut of the new studio.
Yes.
Congratulations.
First
by
and
the way.
foremost, what do you lot think of the aesthetics? Because compared to the last one,
I think this is amazing. I could live here. I could stay here.
Yeah,
So
it's
after
nice.
the podcast, let's just chill and have a
no.
I love it. It's nice. It's nice.
Do you know what? I ain't gonna lie. I'm proud of the team. Do you know what? Everybody that had their hand in, like putting this all together. Like, big up yourselves, because this is you lot have done an amazing job to pull this off. You know what I'm saying? And it's more closer to me, so I ain't gonna lie. That's even a win-win.
And me.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Sorry
obviously.
for your, do you know what I'm saying? But
Apologies.
for me, this is a blessing.
Your apologies not accepted.
A long way from sorority.
Yeah, facts.
From the village, you mean?
From the village. It's long.
Facts. But I do have to address one thing though, because we need to address this lateness that we keep doing now. Yeah, Queen Mary. But do you know what? To be fair though, Mike, I'm alive. She's actually half an hour earlier than how she was in the last episode that we did. Because last
So you
was
did
a whole hour.
well.
Yeah, but you don't have to remember, I came off the plane and I came straight here.
No,
That's
we
dedication.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
We appreciate that. But you knew about it before you went on the holiday though, didn't you?
And then she extended her flight, didn't she? She
Yeah,
extended.
you extended your flight. Remember you said that it's all on tape.
You lot are laying all my business on the table.
You laid it on the table. But then, do you know what? I think that's what people actually respected and liked about, the honesty from obviously both of you, but from yourself as well. Because a lot of people that I know Grace, do you know what I'm saying? But a lot of
Grace
people
not
don't.
honest.
Huh?
I was on. They know me already.
Okay.
Listen.
Okay.
People from South
Yeah.
London don't listen.
This is selective hearing, do you know what I'm saying?
Hear what they want to
I
hear.
do have selective hearing. I want to hear what I want to hear. I think that's human nature, right? It's human nature.
And South London.
Well,
He's like,
for selective people, for selective people.
you two are hypocrites. We all want to hear what we want to hear.
But wait, hold on. You said you don't have no social media.
No.
She's annoying. Even trying to get hold of her, sometimes it's an L.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know.
because some people just want to show you love and say, look, they thoroughly enjoy it. So now they've got to contact me
Yeah.
to let me ring off the voice notes, and then I pass it on to
And then-
Grace.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
you see the
This chain of
journey.
information, you said,
Yeah.
I'm not a social media person. You know me, yeah. If I listen to social media, I think sometimes it's just, and I'm just like, I like my peace. I like my peace. That's why I'm so honest. Because
No,
I'm not,
I
my brain's
respect
not
it.
diluted by, everybody else's
respect it.
opinion.
I respect it. But other than that, how you ladies been, man? What's been going on since the last time we saw each other?
Boy, you mean what's not been going on?
Oh, child.
Oh, what's not been going on, man? Talk to me.
Grace, you can start. You can start.
Okay. I said, do you know what? New Year's resolution for 2025. I said, I'm going to be outside. I'm going to be at every motive that I can physically be at.
Yeah.
And I said, I want to enjoy myself.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I said, I'm going to
yeah.
be booking holidays.
Yeah.
I'm going to be going to motives. I'm going to be going to festivals, concerts. And now I'm brokey broke and we're just in March. So,
But you see, that's the
Yes.
thing, yeah? Like, you see when you say outside, yeah?
yeah,
You said every single event.
that I can physically be at.
Oh, okay, because the way
Yeah.
I see it, yeah, you see this year, even when I look at the calendar, even when you sent me like the soca things
Yeah.
and all of that, I said, right, each year these tickets are getting pricier
They
and pricier.
are. They are. So,
And then where's they so close together? Now you got to start looking and start thinking, right, I got to make some financial decisions now.
yeah, but the FOMO and my fingers get trigger happy. So as soon as it goes in group chat, Usher, booked. I worry later. And I'm like, oh. Same with Vibes Cartel. Oh, he's coming, booked. Mm.
Yeah.
I don't do that. I watch Vibes Cartel on the TV.
But that's
Not
the thing.
worth me
I
paying.
couldn't.
I'm sorry.
I have to be part of the history.
Yeah.
Culture Clash, last minute tickets booked. Oh,
Hey, speaking of culture clash,
Mm.
did you go? Or you're just not interested?
I don't think she even knew what's happening.
What do you mean?
Did you know what's happening? Did you know what's happening?
I always know what's happening.
Girl.
Yeah, I'd rather people pay to come and watch me.
Oh.
I'm not paying to watch no one.
And Peyton, what you do what?
That
I
bit.
don't know, watch me, eat food, look pretty. Entertainment. Not in any other way. Listen, not like that. Oh, did I even
Hey,
put that right?
these are your words. I'm just listening because we listen over here.
We listen. We don't judge.
You see me, I don't pay for, you know me, I don't go to all those concerts. I like going on holiday. I'm a traveller. That's how I am. I'd rather invest my money in travelling and exploring with my babies.
No, I'm here for the experiences.
Yeah.
Like, Culture Clash was an experience. It's like you had to be there.
What do you get from it, though? Like,
I was a witness.
To what?
To history.
What was history?
The
Like,
cultures.
you talking about like an epic performance from Vybz Kartel, or like to say that, do you know
So,
what,
like,
you was actually at his
I
concert.
was there. I
Do you know what I'm
was
saying?
2-3 rows from Spice. I could have pushed a bit further.
Oh, yeah,
but
Spice
still.
is different now.
Yeah.
Spice is
Oh, you understand.
But I'm not
switch
paying
up.
for it either because I live near Brockwell Park, so I can hear the concert from my house.
If I'm not on that stage, that's another thing. Because then I went and bought a ticket for City Splash as well. Because again, of FOMO. But if I'm not on that stage,
Now I listen to that across the road. I can
Yeah,
hear
she's
everything that's
fine.
going on. I open up my window. I can hear the whole concert come through my house.
See, imagine. So we was talking about Rebel on the way here, and we was talking about it. Shout out to people that are behind Rebel and the great stuff that they did. But you see, Rebel. When I saw that, I've never been Rebel before. I swear, what was the price this couple of years? But what, like 60 quid?
I would have said it was half that.
It was hot.
I think it would have been half that. Even from the first Rebel, how much did we pay? Do you know what? It was enough that I was okay to part ways with it.
Yeah.
This time I had to question query, but then still buy. But still, it hurt. It hurt a lot more this year.
It's the prices is double. So when I saw it, it was like £122 for the ticket.
Early bird.
That's early bird tickets. So that's why I had to raise and say, yo.
Wait, can I give you lot a suggestion?
Yeah.
Why not everyone put together for one friend to go and they stream it live? So
No.
So everyone can see what's going on.
Do you know why?
Not look at the intelligent route rather than...
It can't be, because we do not have one reliable friend. Now, what's the thing is, Rebel now is all-inclusive. So how they fit in the Caribbean, where you go to parties and it's all-inclusive, they're bringing it here. So you're telling me that one friend is going to be sober enough to give me angles and document everything that's going on? Absolutely not. 2 minutes in, it's gone.
Well, if people pay me, I'll do it.
And it's paint and
Everyone
powder.
pays me, I will stay sober and I will record the whole
People are throwing paint and powder. I know you're going to be running for your life. I know
Or pay
you are running.
to literally, if people pay me,
stream.
I will stream the whole thing for you. Yeah.
Hey, you're
I look
good.
at business. I like
Yeah,
business.
that's dedication.
That is very
That's dedication. So I'm in an orange. Obviously, you're saying,
fast.
close your eyes and pay for the ticket. But
The
sometimes
peer pressure got to me. The whole group chat, Grace, what are you doing? I said, I don't know. Well, I've got mine. So I'm going to have to get mine.
this is what I'm
gonna
saying.
have
So
to get mine.
See, so now I have to compare council tax,
Yeah.
or about 6-7 hours of a day party. Yeah. Now, it's not that to say I can't, but it's just that I got other things that I really want to spend this money on. But then I do hear it. The all-inclusive thing kind of makes sense. Because when you buy your ticket, you're going to drink like a fish.
Drinks
You already
included,
drink
you
like a
get
fish
food.
I
anyway.
drink like a fish,
So-
like a tadpole, like a goat, like a...
To be fair, it
Love the
would,
goat.
yeah, that's mental.
I'd have seen the goat drink. I'm here for it.
But you're already amounting the amount that you would have drunk anyway. So realistically, in hindsight, it kind of makes more sense. And you get food as well.
You
so
do.
I can't really complain. It's just that I just didn't want to part with it. Do you know what I'm saying? I feel just about sad when I have to part ways with my council tax money.
Yeah, me too.
This is it.
I feel
You know what I'm saying?
I'm
So
even sweating thinking about it.
Yeah, it's nightmares.
Council tax.
It's literally going from having Tesco's finest to you're having basic bread, no brand, because that money, you need to now figure out.
I can't do the no brand. I like
No.
my bread.
Nah, Close your eyes, butter that toast, then look at it again. Because I'm hurt. Honestly,
We're
I'm
talking
hurt.
about bread here.
We're talking, this level.
This
You
is
know
the
how much I paid for my
length.
ticket?
How much is your ticket?
£144 and some change.
But
Okay.
it's all inclusive though.
Yeah, but the price that it said it was going to be, and then it starts adding its little bits, booking fee and that. I said,
Oh, okay. All right.
early bird who?
Are you gonna go? Are you going?
He's umming and ahhing.
Yeah, I'm in an R because right now the man them ain't brought back up the conversation yet.
Yeah, 'cause
so
we're
you
gonna
know, yeah, because they
boys
ain't brought
have
back
left
up the conversation. I'ma wait. But if they bring it back up, then yeah, I would go. Do you know what I'm saying?
The man them group chats, are they spicy like that? Where they're
What do you mean?
on these kind of things? I feel like Like
No,
girls'
of
group chats will
course.
be like spicy and man,
No,
just be
but do you
talking
know
about
what the
football.
difference is with women? Like a lot of you lot tried to plan way in advance. Where the
Of
man them are
course.
last minute, like do you know? Well, in this group, the man
Yeah.
them are last minute. Do you know what I'm saying?
So do you not all have group chats? Just
Absolutely, hundreds.
Damn me, I removed myself from group chats.
She
too.
does
I-
silently.
Do you know
I
what?
tried to do it
Yeah,
silently,
but
but
I-
people always text me like, "What have you?"
Yeah, Mary has left.
See, I didn't know till the
No,
other
but
day
there's
that-
difference. There's
Yeah,
different
it's
level of
just-
group chats
yeah.
though. There's different level of group chats because it depends on. Is it of substance what we're talking about, or is it everyone just sending bare memes in this group where
Yeah.
your phone's just going off?
No. That's when it's
Then
on mute.
That's when I mute. Yeah,
Yeah.
I just mute it for the whole week. Is it a week? You can mute it for a
Yes.
minute. Yeah, I just keep muting for the week. Do you know what I'm saying?
think
then
even
just.
longer.
But no groups, because then sometimes. I never want to be the person, oh, do you know what? You've only told Mary about this, but you didn't tell Grace. And I'll be like, if I throw it in a group, everybody knows. Now
Yeah.
nobody can tell me nothing else afterwards.
Oh yeah, true.
Do you know what I mean? Now everybody's got the information. I don't want to come off like I'm some sort of snake. Do you know what I'm saying to certain people because I didn't tell them that there's this going on or there's that going on.
Okay.
Yeah,
Which is fair
there's
enough.
perks to it. It's just I just mute all of my groups and I just get round to it when I get round to it.
What are the male group chats like? What do you lot talk
Yes, Bill.
It depends
Oh, no.
because there's
Oh, no.
there's different group chats for everything. Like, cause I'm in what? How many groups I'm in? I'm probably about in about 4, maybe 5.
Okay.
5. One group chat's just for gym and fitness. That's just
Oh, okay.
Okay,
anything
cool.
to do with fitness. That's that one. Another group is I don't even know. No, one group's for football. Like anything football or boxing.
Knew
cool.
it. Yeah.
But you lot only care about the madness that goes up in Mandem group.
We're trying to
be
find
fair,
out.
do you know what? Mandem groups is depending on some groups, yeah, because some similar to groups are similar to that Facebook group, that Facebook thing. Are we
Okay.
dating the same guy?
Oh,
What's that? Sorry.
Actually, let's talk about it.
Wait, like I said, I don't know
Yeah.
how social media.
So there's a Facebook group called or forum. Is it a forum? It's a forum, isn't
it's
it?
a forum.
Yeah, it's a forum titled "Are We Dating the Same Guy?" where women come on there and
Just
say whatever.
clarify
Yeah.
if anyone has been with that person. Can you give
Yeah.
a backstory? Is there any red flags?
Yeah.
So they upload the picture and then you see some
Yeah,
wild
yeah,
stories.
yeah. They listen. They're dealing with a lot of man wicked on that.
Yep.
Is there one for women too? 'Cause
I
sometimes-
Do you know
think
what? I
there
feel
is,
like
you
there
know.
probably is. I feel like the man them are mad. I
Listen.
think so. I think
Do you know
so.
what? I'll be honest. Now I'll keep it 100. I got thrown on there one time at one point. Yeah.
all the
No, I
idiots.
won't talk about it. I didn't even last 24 hours. Though. I didn't even. I didn't because I got taken because there's not really much information you can find out on me.
Tell us
to
more.
Be fair. Yeah.
Tell us.
Yeah.
Yes, tell us.
Let me
No,
sit up.
do you know what it is? No, because how I found out is one of the man them messaged me. He said, "Yo, you're on this this Facebook thing." Yeah. I was like, "What Facebook thing?" Because I'm not even on Facebook like that. So he's like, "Yeah." I said, "Where did you find out this information from?" He's like, one of his female brethren that's already because there's." Is it like hundreds, thousands of people that's signed up or whatever are part of this group? Because you got to get approved to be a part. You would in jail. You would catch Joe.
I'm approved. I'm
Yeah,
approved.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
on there.
I already
I'm
know.
on there. I see a couple people like,
Yeah. So yeah. So she told me, I was like, So these times I don't know who it is, but I have my idea of who.
He's like,
Yeah.
He's like 1, 2.
detective.
No. Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is? Because like I'm not out there like that. It can only be a select few people. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
If I was out there like that, I'll be panicking because you see, with even for example, the picture that you threw up there, you could only have my number. You can only have my number
To have that
Like,
picture.
I'm not on like this picture. You would have to directly have my number because I don't have like no separate pictures of myself on my Instagram or any other social media. So you have to have this specific picture to only come from my phone. Nobody else can have that picture. Do you know what I'm saying? And then there's certain things that you're saying that only a select few people know that information.
Like what?
Oh,
Look at this
that,
one.
not
I just want to know. To end up on that page, what
No,
did
no,
you
no,
do?
I know one too. I wanna
not
go.
everybody.
Oh.
One at the time. At the time, I was on holiday when this happened.
Even worse.
But they
No
they,
Wi-Fi.
no. But here
Can
the
you imagine
joke.
the sweat on the plane?
No, I was.
Setting you up.
No, but when they put it up, like I had just come back from holiday, but the post was when I was on holiday. Yeah. So the person mentioned that they met man on holiday, but then I didn't give out my number on holiday.
Yeah, you think so.
No, I didn't. And then the funny thing is, yeah, even if you've met me on holiday, you don't know me well enough forever to be dating or anything like that.
No, ladies now are doing
Ladies.
detective
So you can't make up no lie because now you've spun a story, but then there's no comments under it.
MI5.
Okay, so no one said.
No one said that they've.
nothing.
Yeah, which is
No one
good.
said- No one said nothing. But I wanted to stay on there because I wanted to see whoever put me on there. Like I wanted to see what you gained out of this. So let's play this out.
But did you not want to see the other side to see if she was actually so intrigued and interested?
Yeah,
in you
that she just wanted to make sure
that there was no extra bits.
I'll tell you
no
one thing.
family
Yeah?
life
If
somewhere.
all the guys found out that who the girl that put out that information found out it was really them, what sort of energy do you think that guy would give that girl? Because he ain't gonna be a positive.
But they're
one.
anonymous.
Well, there's some
when it comes up, it comes up anonymous.
No, I know that. But,
Yeah.
but to answer your question, when you say look at the other side, if I found out that she just went and did that, which I didn't anyway entertain in the female anyway, I didn't give out my number, but if I did that, that's a red flag already. Because why would you throw my picture up on?
It's just saving you the headache of when you do get to know someone and then you're getting in deep and then you find out they got a whole family and a wife back there. So it's just checking beforehand.
Check it before.
I don't agree with that. No disrespect.
It's checking. I've not done it myself, but I
think
get why people
for
do it.
me,
I
if
get it.
someone put I'm looking at it for my son
Yeah.
up there, I wouldn't like that. I would think to myself, the
Yeah,
person's already showing you they're a psychopath. So you have to look at it as, and if you don't trust the person, why are you still trying to get to know someone you don't trust?
I think it's just doing a background check
No,
because we
I
can't go
But
to the
then
police
ain't-
and ask, can you check to see that this man is not a cheat?
But then,
you just have to.
but then the problem is, if a man throws a woman online for whatever the reason, a picture, whatever. Listen, I'll be getting slated online, all of this. So now it's a different
Double
energy when
standard.
it's
But
man. It's
I
the
still
double
feel
standard.
like there's a page like doing the same thing for women.
I know I ain't subscribed to that.
So there is. Oh,
I,
okay.
ain't
So there is.
I know, but I would never subscribe to that sort of channel
Yeah.
though, because do you know what? If I'm already insecure about this person, then why am I even entertaining that?
Exactly. Oh,
Why am I
Why-
going
but why
to
are they
even entertain
insecure in
that?
the first
If
place?
I've got to go round the houses to find out about you, I'm doing too much.
I agree.
But you
I
just
just
have
need
to
to
make sure.
You don't need
No,
too much
no,
time on
no,
your
no,
hands
no.
if you need to make
No.
sure.
Forget about the making
background
sure.
check.
Because do you know what? I'll tell you one thing.
Background check.
Listen,
DBS,
I've seen them deal
everything.
with certain people wicked about how certain men have got herpes. Certain.
No, but I think that's
saw one.
information that should be shared.
But
Oh, that
exactly.
should-
But do you think man are going to share that until you
Yeah,
get it
yeah,
too?
yeah.
But
How many
the
people are
woman-
willingly going to share that?
Yeah, but the woman might have it and she's letting other people know. Is that not the Facebook? Listen, I don't know social media, guys. Seriously, I'm
No,
talking for my
listen.
non-social media.
Wait, I think I have one here. No, carry on. I think I have one.
This is the thing, because I'm not on that, like we say, we'll claim on that level of psychopath. But I understand
You
there
see,
would have
it's
been
always the
someone
ones
that
say
had
I'm not on
ruined
that
it.
level.
No,
That is always
it would have been
the
someone who had ruined it for someone else. There would have been a guy that had ruined it for a female to make her that state
Then
where
you
she
need
now
to
has to do a background check.
Go to therapy. Go to therapy
Therapy
before
is
you
there.
go into a relationship.
Therapy is-
You know,
Yeah,
no
yeah,
one
yeah.
takes
we all sit together
accountability.
there. We all sit together in
Yeah.
therapy then.
Now everyone says
fight.
you
But
may
no man
be-
is going to be honest and say, disclaimer, before we get in the sheets, I got this, and this,
Yeah,
and
then
this.
there's a more of a problem with you. You need to look at yourself.
No.
No, I agree. I
No.
think people need
I hear
to
it.
look at yourself and say to yourself, okay, if you're going to that level of investigating something,
Yeah.
there's something wrong with you.
But there needs to be accountability for both sides. Has the man done something for the woman to be like, oh?
Okay, so
What
if
is
you're,
going on
walk
here?
away.
But sometimes it's just like, let me just double
No,
check,
I think that's
triple
too much time.
check.
So would that push you to do that?
I wouldn't, because I can't
She's-
deal.
I wouldn't, but
No,
I
but you
would.
said it's anonymous. So because it's anonymous.
It's anonymous,
Yeah.
but
Go
I
on.
can't lie. I'm there to pre.
Auntie
On my
Grace,
lunch break, I cannot lie.
I ain't gonna lie.
I could sit in the staff room and they'll be like, Grace, have you
You know
seen?
what? You're talking without even talking. You're letting us know what you want to
Listen, I'm an open book.
Nah, but do you know what
I'm
is?
an open book.
I ain't
Discuss in
gonna
the
lie.
staff room.
I do hear what you're
Yeah.
saying. The only thing is, you see when girls have got to the point where they need to start exposing everything. Yeah, this one's got her kids. This one's got herpes. I found this. I'm taking pictures. And he's putting up all pictures of his yard.
Yeah.
Because I ain't gonna lie. I know, I'm not saying names, but I've seen some familiar faces on there.
Very familiar.
Where I'm getting at it and be like, is this your brethren? And I'll be like, is that how they trying to deal with man?
No, but I've seen
Yeah.
one of a friend that someone I can claim a friend. And I'm looking and people are like, do you know this? But I see like 10 different names for the same person. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
But is the person really like that though? Based
wow.
on your opinion.
I was finding out that day.
Oh, okay.
I was for us. Well, top of the morning to you.
See,
I'm looking at it and I'm like, you've really got girls like this.
Yeah.
I've never experienced
This is what you're doing to people.
Wait,
but then
I'm
that's the
trying to
thing as
find
well.
the
So
one.
you're not even honest from the moment that you're giving fake names.
No, but the one thing that I don't.
Well, I've
no,
done that a
actually-
few times.
Yeah, so then...
Guys, yeah.
So whoever's watching this podcast might send you a message.
You didn't tell-
I don't know.
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
can.
Do you know what she does on a night out though? Can I just
Oh,
say, just
no,
with
no,
that?
leave
No.
her
Do you know what she
alone.
does? So,
Go ahead,
if
talk to me.
if she wants to go out, yeah, let's say I'd say, oh no, I'm tired, I'm not going out.
No one.
If someone chats to her, she'll say her name's Grace.
Yeah, you
She
actually
will
she
give
did.
Grace's number.
Wait, what do you mean?
I wake up in the morning.
Yeah.
This is this
Remember
person
when
from
she
the
started
club.
offering out your mum's number as well in the last
Yeah.
episode?
Her mum gets it, I get it. and then,
But why is that?
why?
Because I want to be polite. I don't want that person. I want that person to keep that confidence in the club to approach girls. So if I give you a number
Yeah.
and my mum answers with a sweet accent,
Yeah.
you know, it gives them that little bit of confidence to think, yeah, I got a number, but you don't.
But then
And my mum will entertain them just for a few minutes.
yeah, but then don't you think like the next time, let's say if you bump into them again and be like, oh hey, that number, what, what's going on?
Should I give you a joke? That
Yeah.
happened to me at the petrol station.
Look at that.
Karma, Lord.
This is it.
There's
Finally
a
reached you
That
there.
happened to me at the petrol station.
There's a God.
Yeah.
I was filling my car
Yeah.
and I saw this man pull up and I put the hose back in and I drove off. I had to
Oh,
come
that's
back obviously
rude.
and pay. But yeah, that happened to me.
That's. See, you could have avoided all of that if you just said, "Listen, I'm not even gonna lie. I appreciate the effort that you know what I'm saying. It's just right now I'm not in that space right now
Okay.
to entertain anything."
That bit.
Do you really think that you men accept that in the
They
club?
don't. You don't.
The way you lot give us stink faces is worse than women.
Yeah.
You say no, I'm all right. You lot will stand in that corner just.
I know,
Do you know
they're
what it
ready,
is?
they're ready to pass over. Ready
No,
to
I
pass-
do
You in
feel
the
sorry for
car
some women
and
though.
kiss their teeth, and you're like, that's worse than how my mum does it.
Ah, yeah.
No,
They
they're
do
hurt,
it differently.
they're
though.
hurt, they're hurt, yeah.
So to keep that guy's confidence in the club and he feels like he can approach other women,
Yeah.
because I always say, look, you've got my number, but feel free to talk to whoever you want to talk to. That's my way of saying,
And then
Yeah,
I wake
the
up in the
ones
morning
that
too. Yeah, hi Grace, do you remember? Ooh.
Grace, you did it to me too, you know.
Karma,
Right?
yeah. I said, oh, we're playing games.
This
My
is
name is now
wicked.
Mary.
Yeah, but that was fun though. Still.
It was. I got like, it was
Do you
hilarious.
know what? She's not respecting you like that. This is.
Do you know how
yeah.
long she laughed for when I sent a picture of them?
Of the guy. But he was sweet. You could have talked to him.
He set me
You
up.
should've- Don't let him down. You know?
So, but then
That
I
was an
don't
uncle.
understand. So, but here's my thing though, yeah. So if you're not feeling them for whatever reason, maybe you give him Grace's number, and then Grace answers or whatever, saying who's this, whatnot. Now, if you was to see that guy again, you're just gonna do the same thing and just run away or just exit.
She'll
and
laugh.
just out of
She
it.
would laugh. She would laugh.
That's happened to me a few times.
But what
though.
happens
She'll
if you
laugh.
do that to the wrong guy that's really insecure and now it takes that offense?
But that's why at the time, like,
I didn't think of that, to be honest with you.
but that's
because
why
there's
she gives
some
it the
madmen,
time.
there's some psychos
They
out
are.
there, like,
Yeah, I know.
listen.
There are. But that's the thing. The psychos are the ones that want a number. If you tell them no, it's a problem. So you give the number, hoping never to see them again.
Yeah.
And then you see them, you're like, oh, damn.
You do it more for peace than to, you know, because there is some nice looking men that would approach you, but it's like, you can't talk to everyone in the club. Do you know what I mean? You're there for a purpose. You're there to have fun.
Yeah.
Not to. And I think sometimes people confuse the reason why people go to clubs is not always to meet someone.
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Just go out there to
We
enjoy
going to
it,
dance.
shake a leg.
Yeah.
That's
Whatnot.
it. And you want to go home and then just relax.
Sleep.
That's how that's how I am. I don't go to clubs to, but also I do look at it, like I said, because I got a lovely brother and I've got a son. I just think to myself, from a male perspective, letting someone down in a club where they're already excited, and some of them, you give them the number, they go to their friends, they're excited. And then, I don't want to let them down. Let them try to call me the following day and they don't feel so bad.
Let them try to call Grace, the real Grace, the following day.
Grace, you know you entertained at least two.
I was
Do
so
you know what?
confused. I was so confused.
I'll be
Let me
honest.
see.
See if I was you, Grace. Listen, Mary's number is right here. Quickly, ain't even no discussion.
Is this the girl
Is
you're
this
looking
the-
for?
Yeah. Your number would have got forwarded so fast. Yeah.
Yeah, but we do it to
So
each
what?
other.
We do it to each
Everyone
other.
does it.
So the rule is, if you don't make it out to the club
Yeah.
out of your own accord, you are now putting yourself up to be receiving
Who came up with this idea?
the psychopath from South
No.
London.
This happened to me ages ago. That's where I came up with the idea. And you know who did it to me.
Yes.
We're not going to say it, the person's name.
But then
Yeah.
I get
They know
brought
who
into
they
it.
are.
I get
Yeah.
brought into it for no reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, they know who they are. So it happened to me
Oh.
ages ago. And I thought, actually, I was annoyed at first. I was like, nah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Let me bring Grace down.
I was like, I'm bringing everyone down.
Well, that's one piece of advice that I'm not going to advise the ladies because you know what? I'll be honest. That might work for you, lot. That might not work so comfortably for the next
but
girl,
when we're
'cause-
close like that,
yeah.
we find it as bants.
No, and do you know what? I get the banter side. It's just a repercussion when you come across that one cycle that's not letting go now, because he feels some type of way.
Then
And
my
now,
name is now Portia. I don't know. I'm only visiting. I'm here for a short time, not a long time.
No, but I think it's more from a confidence, honestly. And a lot of the time, you lot don't even remember whose number you took.
No.
Remember that guy that spoke to you and he actually believed it was me?
Yeah. For time, he was convinced that I was Mary.
Even though
It's
I was
like-
on FaceTime, she was on FaceTime, I put my face and he was like...
he's wounded like that.
I was like, yeah.
She
You
set me
didn't
up
remember?
nicely. Yeah.
Hey, you lot got stories for days.
Yeah, because like Grace said, when we go out, we go out.
We go out. We're on
Yeah, because it's
adventures.
the liquor talking, isn't it? It's the liquor that...
It's that, and it's Ugandan mentality.
Yeah,
You know how
I
people-
said Ugandan,
No,
I don't want the Ugandan girls to
The
know.
Ugandan community. No. But we're a special type of people, and I've heard enough people say that Ugandans are
Yeah, we are.
special type of people.
Very special.
We are.
They need to leave it in the comments. People, leave that in the comments about
I know people have had experience with Ugandans. I know it.
what? Good,
I know.
bad?
Huh?
Good, bad?
You'll see in the
I
comments.
think great. I think
you'll see in the
we're
comments.
Great people sometimes.
Yeah, but I wouldn't date
Yeah,
Ugandan man.
it's perspective though. It's perspective because who is dating the Ugandans? Is it another African or is it a Caribbean or is
I
it
don't know
or
a
is it a
Ugandan
white
to
man
date
or
a
is it an
Ugandan.
Asian man? Huh?
Oh, no, I'm not Asian.
Yeah, Asian. Not for me.
Yeah, no. That's the thing. I've not known someone to be like, as like a Ugandan, like in our generation, be like, yeah, I'm with an Asian guy. I've not. heard that.
I've met Ugandans that are with Asian guys.
Is it?
Yeah.
I just don't know Ugandans who are with Ugandans. I don't think that's a common thing in our generation these days.
Ugandans that are with Ugandans.
I
Yeah.
haven't heard one.
No.
No, I had one, but only one.
No.
They're still married, like 15 years.
Not. Yeah, it's all mixed up now.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
Ugandans
saying? Like,
are a red
literally they're
flag.
getting- No, they're not. Well,
It's a red
yeah.
flag.
Do you not know any Ugandans, apart from one, do you know any Ugandans that date Ugandans?
No. No.
Yeah,
Everyone's scared that they're the same
You know what? That dates has
They're
it.
cousins.
They're cousins. That's what I'm scared of. It could be my brother.
That's the reason
It
why.
could be a half
But wait,
brother.
hold on. When you say date, as in they're in a full-blown relationship, or they're
Yes.
just linking a Ugandan?
No,
because I know
either.
people that are linking Ugandans, but not in like in a full-blown relationship with a Ugandan.
I think
No.
even both. I don't know.
No, I don't know. I've not seen recently a full Ugandan
Well,
child.
to be fair, Ugandans have been popping out the
Excuse
woodwork
me,
through
I'm
this
a full
generation.
Ugandan child.
Apart from, we came from our parents' generation now.
But then-
Recent.
So wait, hold on. So then, what race wouldn't you date?
To be honest with you, I don't have a race that I won't date. But, okay, I'm so attracted to myself, yeah?
I just-
Woo!
She's gonna
So-
go to this shit again.
Woo! We're
Yeah,
back.
give her 5 minutes, Gan.
Right.
Yeah.
So, it's not that I won't date any race, but I'm so attracted to myself that when I look at myself, I want to date someone that, you know, looks like
Resembles.
me. Yeah.
Fair.
So
Oh.
I don't have any race that, no, I don't have any race that I
You're just
won't.
attracted to chocolate.
Yeah.
You could have just said that.
Yeah.
But she
I
had-
was
she had to
trying
think about
I was
herself a
trying
little
to-
bit.
but
Yeah,
I was
she had to
trying
throw
think
herself in
whether,
this-
like, in primary school, I dated, who did I date? I think I dated, was he Indian? I think he was Indian.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, how was that for you?
I can't remember. I
Primary
don't even
school.
wanna remember.
You only hold hands in the playground. That's it, innit?
Primary school.
That's what you do.
Playground.
Kiss
Yeah.
chase and it's done. Yeah.
It wasn't even kiss days. It was like, if you come next to me, I'll tell my mum.
Oh shit.
Yeah. It was like, you know, the little boyfriend, girlfriend. you say,
Yeah.
boyfriend, girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
So it weren't real.
What about you? In a relationship, you wouldn't date?
No, but I just have to then do background checks if your family's racist. Because don't put me in those situations. Don't put me in none of those situations.
But if you have to do that, what? I don't understand why you.
So if you're dating someone, let's say, for example, dating someone from Italy, which I have done before, I've dated an Italian.
We got the Italian.
He did teach me how to cook the pasta the Italian way, which I'm grateful for. But then there was also a
Is it
thing.
cooked properly? Is it? Oh, let me
It's al
shut- let me
dente.
shut my-
It's al dente, but drizzled with
Hey,
olive oil.
listen, whatever
Secrets
comes
out.
out of your mouth,
Secrets
I'm
out
just
the
letting the
bag.
people know that it's your words only. I'm not
No,
entertaining
it's
nothing
our
from
words.
this.
It's all of us.
Yeah,
We're
don't
connected.
involve me
It's a
in.
teamwork, you know.
Huh?
She said teamwork.
It was teamwork until you said
There is
that.
no I in team. I'm out. I'm
You
excluded.
No,
understand?
because when I went to Italy,
Yeah.
I tasted pasta and I'm sure I had to come and get my teeth.
Yeah, it's al dente. Yeah, it's like the bite.
Oh,
Yeah. No, but he was like, I was the first black person he had dated. So then
Okay.
they came with a lot of, okay, so one time, like, all my girls know this story because they still laugh at it. So one time I stayed round. It was night time. I wait for the lights to come off. The headscarf came on.
Did you take the wig off?
No, girl. No, at the time, you know, it used to be so down. It was so down. Yeah. So it's like he knew something was wrong. So then he switched the light on, and then he looked at me with the headscarf. He looked back, switched the light off, and then he rolled over.
Them ones.
Rolled over.
What?
Rolled.
Why did you just roll him back over?
You know what I was shocked? Like, did the headscarf offend you?
But how do you know it offended him if you didn't ask him?
Huh?
Why did you
No,
not
the
ask him?
shock. The shock, you go from cuddling to within 3 seconds, switch the light on. What is this? Switch the light on. Turned.
Yeah, he wasn't involved.
He wasn't.
Boy.
Then the next things that came, how comes your hair keeps changing? Then he had a conversation with me. Oh, my ideal woman is olive skin. So I'm looking at me like, I do not know what part of the olive tree I am from.
Imagine that.
Flat bummed.
I would have rolled you off the bed. You ain't.
Yeah, flat bummed. So I was like, that ain't me. Brunette hair, brunette eyes.
So wait, why was he with you then? If that
That's
was
what
the
I
case?
want
After
to
all
know.
of
I
that?
think I was an experiment. But he at the end, when he said it wasn't going to work out, he said, but I will always remember you as my first black girl.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He dealt with you.
Papa
wicked.
John's tried to tell me
Yeah.
that I'll always remember you as the first black girl.
And you
No,
just-
it was a fetish. That was a fetish. For
It
him.
was.
a fetish.
It was.
a fetish.
That was a work colleague.
No,
You still work with him?
Absolutely not.
Did you tell him about himself, or you just?
Ah, real, you know me, hard,
okay.
hard,
Ooh, that
hard.
would've- And he said he likes flat bums.
Flat bums.
He don't want to know the difference between the back and the bum.
That's what I wanted to know. He wanted bone
Me,
structure.
I would have. Please.
I was the complete opposite. So I was like,
What?
so why did he started talking to me? He was new at the workplace. He started talking to me and then asked me on a date.
And you never saw no red flags. You never thought.
One red flag. One red flag.
Yeah.
At the workplace, when I was a TA, the lady who was the teacher in the class I was TA for, all the ladies decided, let's go to the pub. Let's have a girls' day. Went to the pub and she was like, oh, I'm so into this guy. I think I'm going to introduce him to my kids. She had 4 kids. She was out of a divorce. She was thought, yeah, this is the time. And she was like, guys, it's da-da-da-da. She said the name. And I said, wait, who? And she said the name. I was like, the one I'm talking to. Another girl said, no, but I'm talking to that person. I said, oh!
Wow, just imagine that.
Hey.
Makes his stories more juicy than mine.
Oh.
I'm even
Hey,
rubbing the
shout
pillow
out
like
the brother. Man was running games.
Yeah, let me tell you.
Yeah. He was
One
living
of us
life.
was Southeast Asian.
Yeah.
The other one was Eastern European. And then he's got the black girl too.
Right, he had a whole spread.
He was doing
Yeah.
up platter and
Yeah,
selecting
yeah,
what he
yeah,
wanted. Yeah.
You know what? I always say, if the opportunity's there,
In the same workplace.
yeah, go for
Yeah,
it.
he had a buffet.
He
still.
did.
Yeah.
I
World
always say he
buffet,
went for
global.
his opportunity. There ain't
He
nothing wrong
did.
with that. It's just you lot that was hurt.
No, we did laugh. We had to get loads of shots. But it was like, she was going to introduce him to her family. That's even worse. That's worse than mine.
Nice.
Yeah, he played it nicely.
No, do you know what killed me is when you said on the like head wrap and man just
He said,
he wanted
said,
out of there. Yeah,
shit.
he's like, I
Shit.
didn't stand up to this head wrap still.
He said, Mamma mia, no shit. Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
no, but do you know what?
So you got to be careful.
No, so now I hear it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If the families or whatever, or their mindset.
Their mindset is hella
But
different.
do you know what? Because there's a lot of black brothers out there that like snow bunnies. Do you know what I'm saying? Big
yeah.
them up. Do you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? If that's your flavor,
You
that's
like
your
what you
flavor.
like,
But my thing is, it's tough because now if you get into that stages where I need to know your family, if someone's racist over there, we can't work.
That bit. Or we're not racist. My friend's black.
Yeah,
that
it's bare.
that blows my mind. I'm like, what? But I think, you know what? I think there's nothing wrong with people liking people outside of their race or
Yeah.
whatever.
No, there's nothing wrong with it.
But
Do your
I
thing.
think just don't bring your race down in order for you to justify.
Yeah,
what
yeah,
you
yeah.
like.
Yeah.
That's what I don't agree with.
Yeah.
Because it's just like there's men out there like snow bunnies. There's women out there that like, what do you call it, snowmen?
White chocolate.
Yeah.
I think just don't bring. Because sometimes I've heard it and I'm thinking to
Yeah.
myself, then you must not like how your mother and your father look. You must look in the mirror and think you are.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
don't bring your race down, regardless whether it's white, black, Chinese, Asian, whatever.
Yeah.
Don't bring your female race down or your male race down to make
To justify.
whoever you're
Yeah,
with
yeah,
to
yeah,
feel
yeah.
good about themselves.
Yeah.
Because technically, if you're saying that they're ugly, you're talking to yourself. So that person needs to take a second look at you. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It just doesn't make any sense. That's why I always, like, my son is 17. I always say to him, look, You date who you want.
Yeah.
But if you ever start talking about, I'm not attracted to this, I'll be like, boy, you know what time it is. I gave birth to you.
Yeah.
Okay? So if that other race is excited for you to be disrespecting what your mum looks like, anyway, Grace will know. He'll live in Kampala. Not even Kampala. I'll take him to Soroti. Where the cows, you have to feed the cows in order to survive.
Where there's no child line.
Hey, it's dark, you know.
Like getting back where I'll change your passport and the status.
This is it. Snakes are in the grass. Lizards are climbing up the hut.
The snakes, you'll be the crocodile.
Hey, that's
Yeah.
hey, no, that's
No,
that's
but
a serious
I
thing.
always say, look at the person. Even if someone has to bring down their baby father or their kid's mother to make someone feel good, people speak to you before you even know who they are. Hint, hint, when Grace talking about going to put people online.
Yeah.
Background check is different, man.
Yeah.
Background check is different.
No, but do you know what it is? See, the background check's only good to a certain degree, because then once you start doing that, then you can't stop now.
Yes.
That's the thing. That is a habit, but
Because it's habitual. Now you start doing it for every guy that you start talking to. Now, the guy that's giving you 10 different names. I even saw one where the girl said she does the Monzo trick.
Send money. You check the Monzo. So whoever your contacts are, you can see who's got Monzo from your
Do
contacts.
people like this really exist? You lot are playing with me.
Listen,
Don't
I
play.
want to see this.
I'm going to tell you something.
This.
Don't play with
There's
females.
no way people got time on
Don't
their hands like
play
this.
with females. The Met Police should be run by females. We got it. We've got it.
Because female, you lot got issues.
Exactly.
I didn't even know you were like that.
I'm not even like that. But I wanted to know what was going
This
on.
is new news to me.
Nah, the colleagues at work, Grace, you need to sign onto it. Okay, let me check my luck. I was like, oh, I know that person. Oh, yeah.
So you actually go and research someone.
I don't research. You know, look how many frogs I've kissed. Ciao.
Yo, my guy.
Yo, sup?
Not much, man. I'm just at the studio, you know. Just sorting some bits. What are you telling me?
Nothing much. Watching the game. Having a bud.
Alright.
Yo, who's that?
Yo, hey, pick up the phone.
Hello? What's up?
Yo, where's Jay?
Yo, Jay.
Yo. What are you telling me?
Let me rent a camera and some lights.
I ain't gonna lie, just to touch on the 3 red flags that you spoke about on camera. Yeah. Because you said it was free.
Yeah, I give 3 chances.
So you're doing 3 chances, 3 red flags, depending on what
Depending on
the flags are.
the first flag.
Because
Yes,
the
correct.
first flag can be madness. And then for you, it's one and done.
No,
Half.
mine's a half.
Half a flag.
You're even lucky
How'd
if
you
you
get
get to
half
the
a
quarter.
flag?
Just the pole.
Half a
The
flag
flag doesn't
being,
even need to wave. It just,
Yeah.
half a flag might be like you don't like his footwear, and you just thought, do you know what, I'm just gonna write him off.
No, for me, it's very clear. The truth is easy for someone just to spill the truth out a few times.
Hey, if it was easy, a lot of people wouldn't be lying.
Exactly, but they lie for a reason, and if you're gonna lie to me, then I'm not the one for you. So it's done.
But what if it's a lie that, you know, it's not, because remember there's levels to lying,
There's
innit?
a level
You-
to the
You
lie.
lot,
Listen.
you liars. You see how
That's why I
liars-
get
No,
3
no, no.
chances. No, that's why I get 3 chances. There's
There's
levels to the
There's
lie.
levels to lies.
the levels
There's
to
Tell me
lie.
about the first level. I want to
The
hear.
first one could be something like, oh, you talking to them and they say they're 5'11" and you meet them, they're 5'5".
No, but that's not.
Nah, that was rude.
That's rude.
That's just rude.
It's
That's just rude.
But you can
'cause
come to
you
terms
couldn't
to
even
forgive.
do like a couple of inches to a 5'7". You
ran to 6 foot.
you aim for the sky on this one. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That
that's
happens
crazy.
too.
Do you know
That
what I'm saying?
happens to
No, but
guys
that's
lie
not
about
a
their
red
height.
flag, though.
That is, it's a bit like, oh,
No, I don't think
that's
so.
what you're lying about.
No.
Oh, so you'll be happy with 5'5".
Yeah.
But then just say
Okay.
you're 5'5".
Yeah, but I wouldn't. Things like that would not be red flags for me.
No, that's one.
Something is like, okay, let me.
No, because that's an obvious lie. Like
That's
at,
a
at what point
lie.
did you not think I was gonna come see you in real life?
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
But that's person.
But that's the thing. People lying about their names, and then you see if their bank card or their
No, I
driving license
understand.
comes
I
out.
understand
You're
the name
like,
thing.
Yeah, me, I understand the name thing too.
I understand
can't
the
comment
name.
yeah,
on that.
that's not
Because
one.
you be giving out wrong names this whole time.
All the time.
So remember when we was talking
Yeah.
about red? She's been handing out red flags from early. You know what I'm
You're not
saying?
even married.
You
Who
understand?
are you?
No, but me is a lie such as your age. I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't like people lying about their age.
Once you lie about your age, I ain't got time. If you lie about your kids,
Okay, so age.
that is a no. The amount
kids.
of kids you've got. I've had someone lie about, I've got one child and they've got like 6. I'm like, I don't like that.
Yeah.
Because you know what? You got 6 days of the week. Make sure that you're available for 6 of those children.
So if he would have told you he had 6, what you would entertain that? Because he told you the truth.
Yeah, well, it depends. It depends.
Yeah.
He told me the truth, but at the same time, you have to.
No.
But it could have been 6 kids from the same person, but then life just didn't work out.
what's the
So does that mean that
difference?
they now have to stay single because they've got 6 kids?
No, not single, but single
Yeah.
away from me.
Okay,
There's a
cool.
difference.
So what's the
okay.
Single away from me
maximum?
doesn't. There's no.
What's the maximum capacity?
What's
No
the-
kids?
What's the max kids?
I don't know. I don't know.
What's the max kids you would deal with?
I've
Max kids and max baby mums.
Oh.
To be honest with you, for the baby mums, it doesn't really bother me because I'm the sort of person that if I go into a relationship with you, I have to respect the people who've produced your children. Full stop. I
Okay.
see myself that if you got 4 baby mums, I'm not gonna be the 5th one, but I'm the 5th priority in your life.
Fair.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Because I look at how men treat their kids' mums for me to be like, okay, I'll entertain you. Because those
Okay.
women have carried your kids. I haven't.
No woman could ever tell me 4 baby fathers and thinking there's any longevity here. this is you gotta be an absolute lunatic to even think there's any future. 4.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, but
Nah.
you don't know what's gone on in
He said
someone's life.
absolutely not.
Yeah.
I'm not
But the
meant
only
to
thing
know.
is-
That's the whole point.
But the only thing is, I won't
I'm
have
a-
kids with you.
Huh?
I
Yeah.
don't think I'll have
fair.
kids with that person.
No,
knowing how many.
that's fair. But if I ain't got no kids, so like I ain't got no kids. So for me, yeah.
You're saying that's a lot.
And then no, but even if I had what 1 youth, 2 youths, 4 baby, 4. At least have 4 kids with the one. Then I could sort of
Right.
hear that. You know what I'm saying? I won't entertain it, but I can hear it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But 4. So how many wrong decisions did you have to go through? And I'm not saying the child is a wrong. I'm just saying your decisions in the man that you're dealing
He's
with.
blacklisting the children.
No.
It's your
No.
fault.
God.
No, but come on. If the like, look, you're allowed, and I know they're gonna slate me online for this, but no, I gotta keep it
No, be
100.
honest.
You're
Yeah,
allowed
your preference.
All right, the first one didn't work out. The second one, you're on to the 3rd and 4th now. Come on, man. Like
You're trying to say she's
seriously.
the problem.
Yeah, it's you are the problem now.
But you never know. I think you have to look at it from I don't know. What if you were so in love with this girl? Yes.
What, the
so
3rd
in-
one or the 4th one? Which one are we talking
Ooh.
about?
Like she's got 4 kids' dads.
Yeah, okay.
You're so in love with her. She hasn't disclosed how many kids' dads she has. She's got 4 children, 4 different kids' dads, but you can see potential in her.
There ain't no potential nowhere.
Stop
Yeah,
it, stop it,
listen,
stop it, stop it.
listen. Even on Hinge, like if we're on Hinge now, and
Yeah.
you put down 4 kids, 4 baby fathers, I'm just swiping
Real quick.
There ain't no,
He didn't even
there
check the
ain't no
second picture.
conversation. Just yeah.
Didn't check your
just-
hobbies.
Yeah. Because do you know what? If you're looking for love ain't in this direction. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, fair enough.
Like, but if
Fair
you're
enough.
looking for a situationship, yeah, come true. If I'm single, yeah, come true. You know what I'm saying? Because there's no future here. It's just an agreement until it's like, you know, the monkey bar frame. You get me? You just hold on to me and
No.
you just think you know what I'm saying?
Hello.
This is hard now.
Ooh,
I need to
gotta let go. Gotta let go.
No, because we gotta be realistic. I understand now. As we get older, the chance, like everything's getting slimmer now.
You will find
The people
have
that you
kids.
want is now either they're getting wifed off or hobbied off by somebody else, or now everybody's got kids now.
Yeah.
So now you got to start looking at different dynamics now. And then for me, for example, if you got multiple kids and at least one of your kids don't live with you, there's no conversation here now.
Oh, okay, yeah, I agree.
Okay.
I agree.
Because then how have you got 3 of your kids, or how have you got 2 of your kids, or how have you got 1 of your kids and all the other don't live with you?
Okay, yeah, I agree.
And to be fair, I think like if we're using the 4 kid situation,
Yeah, as an example.
for you,
Four, you know.
for you, it's like you're gonna have to think about changing maybe to a 7-seater. You all
Yeah.
can't fit in. Someone has to stay at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
You understand?
true.
Yeah,
I
that's
get
a
what
big
you're saying.
change. It's a big
See,
change.
with me, I've got 2 children, and I will not go into a serious relationship until my kids hit 18.
Fair.
I won't.
Okay.
I'm not interested. I don't want no one around my kids at all.
How old's your oldest?
My oldest is 17.
So he's got 1 more year, and then you're free.
No, but
And then the
Oh.
last one, yeah.
Oh, damn.
So
Yeah.
me, I'm
So it's fun and games for you until.
yeah. I don't want no serious relationship at all. I don't want no one
No, but
even
I read
meeting
that.
my children. That's how crazy it is. I don't want no one to raise my kids. I don't want it. I ain't got time. I like the way, the route that my kids are going.
Yeah.
Look, it's my son.
Yeah.
Okay, so sorry guys.
There you go.
I like I like the route that my kids are going. So I don't really want anyone now to come in and
Disturb the
and
dynamic.
disturb the routine.
But then, do you know, I've always wanted to ask you, ladies, like, you see, like, when you're in the dating field, yeah, and knowing that you're having kids, and eventually, if this is a guy that you want to be with, how do you now think of, now if we're going to build this family unit, and whoever's going to move into whoever's homes, how do you now transition that to implement your kids into the mix?
For me, yeah, me and you will live separately.
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
So we will have our relationship outside. So even if we own a property together,
Yeah.
we'll be here and my kids will be there. My kids have no. What I believe is your kids are not in the relationship. I think a lot of the time people are looking for a mother for their child or a father for their child. You can't do that. Do you understand? You always have to say to your child, you know what works for you.
Right.
Once you have children, you prioritize those kids over everything. Even sometimes even your own needs.
Yeah,
You have to
yeah.
prioritize your child because once my children reach 18, I've told both of them. You know, if mummy finds a partner and even though my son's like, yeah, that's cool, but they ain't living here, I respect that.
Well, he's the man of the house
Yeah,
now, isn't it?
yeah.
No, you ain't no man of the house. You don't pay no bills. You can't be a man of the house.
Goddamn.
Oh.
No bills.
Goddamn.
Man of what house?
Hey.
No, because when I send him out there, he
Yeah.
can't be living with his woman the way he was living with his mum. I don't want that. I want my son to live as a man outside the house. Because if I'm making a man of my house and you ain't, you know my baby don't do nothing. I do everything for my baby.
You're one of the model code
I
with the
am
child.
one of those ones that even wrap a blanket around him and say, "Come sit on my lap," and he's like, "No, you're weird."
She's still holding on to those
The
moments where,
looks that he get.
she knows once the oldest one's out the door, where he might not. Well, I'm not saying he won't return, but he's got his own life to lead, and now
I know,
he's
he's
got
kinda like, "Ooh,
do you know what I mean?
I
So
don't
she's trying to
want-
cherish every moment.
Exactly, but I don't
Yeah.
want the mentality of you're gonna come back. No. I'm
Ah,
not that
okay,
sort of
okay.
parent.
Once you're out there, you're
Yeah.
out. Yeah, don't
Exactly.
think.
Fly.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm not that sort of parent.
But I
My
think
locks will change
it gets-
the day you leave.
She would do that.
So then, what about you then?
It depends. If I'm now having a child with that person, then we're now considered a family unit. So we're gonna have to figure out whose house is big or what the situation is, or
Yeah.
who's gonna move in with what. So I think there will be a time where it is gonna be. It's a blended family now, isn't
So
it?
how long would you wait until you introduce your child to the new guy, so to speak?
Ooh.
Is there a time limit? Because do you know
It will
what?
have to be serious because you don't want your child meeting this person, this person, this person. This
Some
person.
people can say find a serious relationship, or in their eyes, in 3 months, 4
No,
months,
no,
5
it won't be months.
6
It won't be months. It will not be months.
What, minimum a year?
Not even a year.
What, a little bit longer than that?
Yeah, they might know of my child,
Yeah.
but they've not met my child.
Because I ain't gonna lie, not even to bring it back to that group, but I
Yeah.
even saw one where the woman introduced the guy to the child, and I think the man was on some sort of list or something like that, and so that's what was mental. But then a lot of the people was like, why would you introduce him after this? And
No,
that's
Months is ridiculous.
Do you know what I'm saying?
That's what
That
I'm
is
saying.
absolutely
that
ridiculous.
That is not a him problem.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah,
Her
her
problem.
Yeah,
Right,
she,
right,
was, she was
right.
looking for a replacement.
Yeah, because the girls in there weren't showing her no sympathy.
Yeah, no, you were looking for a
That's
replacement.
not a him problem.
Yeah.
That's what I think. I mean, sometimes we make choices and always blame the other person. You made that choice.
You made that choice.
I
Yeah.
always say, people learn to take accountability. Sometimes I've done some messed up stuff and I'll be like, boy, that was all me. Do you know, it's hard to sit there with your own shit
And be like, damn,
and be like, whoa.
I was the problem.
I was the
Yeah.
problem. And trust me, I'm the problem a lot of the time.
Yeah. Do you know what? Yeah.
Jesus.
I am. I can put my hands up. I'm a
I ain't
problem
gonna
a lot
lie,
of the
and
time.
do you know what's so sick about you saying that? Because I can tell you're definitely hard work, but in a fun way. But yeah.
She's got the men stressed.
Yeah. The man them stressing over there.
So you know what? They're stressing because they're allowing themselves. That's what I'm saying. It's all about what you allow.
Nah, I got.
If you know that I'm a difficult woman and you're still chasing after me, then
You like the thrill.
that you
You like the
Yeah,
thrill.
toxic
no
behaviour.
disrespect, you men love the thrill. You lot love the thrill. You lot get so excited, yeah? It's like not answering you lot's phone call. It's like you lot having a heart attack and you need resuscitation.
Nah, that's some men.
Let me tell you.
That ain't
no,
all men.
That's all you lot.
No.
Yeah, see, look, we got mandem in the building, so that's not all mandem.
You ain't
actually
met the
agree.
right one.
I take it to her.
I actually agree,
Yeah?
Mary.
You lot
You
ain't
can't
met
even-
the right
Yeah.
one. Let me tell
I agree
you.
with
Lot,
you.
let me. One guy, I never forget the way he was breathing on the phone. I was like, "Is there something wrong?"
Asthma.
Like, are you? Why didn't you pick up the phone? I was like, I blocked him there, and then I was like, I ain't got time for this.
Nah, that's not
Then
every
he
man.
started sending me poems. I'm like,
no,
not the poem.
No.
Girl, I had a poem.
Was it rhyming?
A whole. I didn't even read.
Was it a little short
No, I
haiku?
didn't get that one, it was too long. I
No,
even
no.
tried to get that thing to read it for me.
Oh, jeez, it's not Siri.
And he read it
Huh?
to you.
No.
Listen, let me just stop right there. That's not every man, and even the man in the room said no, because you know what? I guarantee you. You see, if I've rung you, and you've let it ring out, and let's say I know you're a person that likes to be next to your phone. You know, I feel some type
Yeah.
of way.
Yeah.
Now I'm definitely not ringing you. And then if you don't ring me back, yeah, and it depends on what I needed you for. If I needed you for whatever, cool, you didn't answer, then obviously as a man, you just phone the next option. But if you're the only option,
No, but
Remember,
next.
girls, did you hear what you just
The
said?
no, but that's if
You
you're
see
a
why
man that's got
DBS checks are
options.
happening? You
Yeah,
see
DBS.
it?
No, but that's if you've got options, yeah? That's number
Then
one.
look at him. I love the way he politically correct.
Yeah, no, if you got options. Now, if you put all your eggs in one basket and this is the only one, then of course you're gonna be stressed because she's like, why ain't she answering to you? Da-da-da-da-da. But and then there's certain man like me, like I feel some type of way if you don't answer my phone call because now I'm not calling you back, and then if we just stop talking, we just stop talking.
But
No,
you know
no,
what?
no,
You
no,
men,
no.
even though you might have options, yeah? Right, guys, sometimes I think like a man, okay? I do.
She wants to move
Even
fast
if, you
times.
lot, even if you lot do have options, you could have 10 options, but there's one that's quality.
Always that you're gonna still
Okay?
run back to.
It's like eating, you know when you eat those jelly beans? I love jelly beans, by the way.
Well, thanks for that
Okay?
information.
Now I'm gonna have to pass the jelly beans to her because she don't have social media.
So, if you have like a selection of those, yeah, you got a selection, but there's that one
Favorite
jelly
flavor.
bean that you like. But that one jelly bean is the one you're trying to, you know, get in line with the rest of the jelly beans.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
And I feel like you man them like to get excited if you're with your guys. Like, oh, she's belling me up again. You like the excitement that you've got a little nut going.
No, sometimes you need to hear the conversation.
They like another. Oh look, she's belling me again. But you like the excitement. You got a story to tell the man.
Is it new?
Never guess what my girl.
Is it new? Is it regular? Because there's different energies for new
Nah,
and regular.
I
Because
feel like guys like to have the thrill of going back and saying, "See, look, watch." They like to do that. You like to have a story to tell. You like to be like, "Yo, yeah."
In the player mode, if you're doing the man that's outside, yeah, there's levels to it.
But you get
Because
excited, like, look, she's got about someone again,
if you're something new, there's a
Yeah.
little bit more exciting. If you're something regular, then there ain't really much exciting after a while.
Well, then you stuck with it, isn't it?
So the
You stuck
ladies-
with
No,
her.
you stuck with it.
Regular. You
stuck with
Remember, it was just like the monkey bar situation. You hold on to you until we
love
get the
Yeah, just keep swinging.
man them ladies and man them are both doing the same thing.
Yeah, but I feel like guys get too excited about it as well, man.
No, but there's the only thing is the person that sometimes it gets jarring because if you rung a man once and then twice and then 3 times, after the 10th time, did you not think that the second call was enough?
No, but you look like the thrill and then hearing the voice note and she's cussing and whatever. you
because
like,
then
see
guess what
I'm
now
there,
happens
anyway.
now?
You don't get excited about it.
Because I see it a lot of the time, and this is what happens, and this is where a lot of people are not peeping some of the people's reaction.
Yeah.
You think we're behind that screen looking at you, man, rare, and then it's really, brother, she's ringing me again, like allow me. But then I also understand that certain man put up a front in front of the man.
100%.
And then behind closed
100%.
doors, because the amount of stories I've heard differently, from other people, but I've only heard those stories differently when the girl decides that, do you know what, she can't get through to you, but now she sees me and then want to just spill the whole story to me.
Oh, yeah.
And then when you want to spill the whole story to me, it's a problem now, because don't think that I ain't going to go back to my
Your
boy.
but that's
and
the whole
tell him
point,
exact
because she
same
wants
thing.
you to go back and tell the boy.
Right, but the problem is, telling me is also a bad thing, because if you told me you're ringing off my man's phone, I said, okay, so what was the end result from that 10 calls that you did? What was your end result from that?
But that's when both people are being immature. It's an immaturity thing.
But how many times a day do you think you should call your partner or who you're dating?
I'm not a caller.
And neither am I.
I'm not a caller.
No, I am. I've only got that way only because I don't like texting.
I'm not
Grace knows. I'll call Grace. I don't like texting.
See, I don't like calling or texting.
And then Grace will do them ones, yeah? Yeah. Grace will do them ones, yeah? Nah, come on, it's family. We've known her childhood, yeah? But Grace does these ones. You know, she can actually genuinely be busy. I'm not saying that she's never busy, but she'll text me back. Now, you see, back in the day, yeah, I used to be the person where, why am I phoning you and you're not phoning me back? You're messaging me like I'm some sort of Egypt.
Yeah.
But I've got used to it because she's not the only person that does it. There's loads of people that do it. Do you know what I'm
To
saying?
be
So I got
fair,
used to it.
can we clarify? You called me 2 minutes before my lunch break ended, so if I answered the phone, I was gonna be late picking up
Oh,
the
no, I
kids in
wasn't
the
going
line.
for that, is it? But you brought it up, though.
Full
still.
explanation.
No, I had to, because I replied back, but then lots of things happen. Parents even that, so I replied the next day, and I was like,
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm worse than that.
but it was a paragraph.
It was a, no.
Yeah.
You did what you did. Do you know what I'm saying?
Did.
Hey,
Can you not
hey,
expose the
big
thing
up
like
Mike
that?
for ChatGPT.
Do not expose the thing.
Yeah.
Please.
The stand automated. That's when you know it's not really them. It's somebody's written this sentence for you.
No, do you know?
Oh, yeah.
No.
Oh, yeah.
No. Because some of the words weren't American with the Z, it was with the S, and there was a few grammar mistakes.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
It was me.
yeah.
It was me.
But
You're
but-
snaking the
but
thing, yeah?
Ladies, listen. Do you know what? I think you lot definitely need to come on for a third time because unfortunately, I'll bring this
it's
show to
finished.
an end. Yeah, but I genuinely do appreciate you lot for actually coming through, especially you. I mean, you got a bit better than the last time you was late, so it's getting better. Let's
Remember,
just see if
I'm an hour and a bit away.
an hour. Wait, whereabouts and stuff?
I'm
Just
right-
name your borough. Just name your borough.
Lambeth.
Okay, cool.
You see?
So
Yeah,
what we
yeah,
do
yeah,
next
yeah.
time,
You forgive me, you forgive
we
me,
lie
right?
about the time.
Yeah. So
Girl,
don't worry. So next time
He's
we're
done
gonna
his talking.
try and then actually just to get you just on time.
Do you know what? If you tell me, if I need to be somewhere at 2, tell me I need to be there at 1. I'll be there at 2.
is my mic on? Did I just say
Yeah.
that? Did I not say that? We're going to
So
lie.
now I know for future references
Lie.
to
Tell her the
lie.
day before.
And so and look and see, lie was a red flag as well. This is what
Lie
I'm
was
saying.
a red flag. See?
It was. That will be your half a chance. I'll be here once. I'll never see me again. I'll come here once.
That's it. Hit list, block.
No, but genuinely, ladies, like I appreciate you lot for coming on and kicking it with me. Do you know what I'm saying? I appreciate it. I've enjoyed. Do you know what I mean? I'm sure the people watching have enjoyed the show. They've got their many laughs out of this. Lastly, before we leave, just let them. I know you don't have social media, but let them know your name one more time.
Queen Mary, you can find me on these two's Instagram. Send them a message and they'll send it to me. I don't have, I don't
Yeah.
But I do have a private social media, but
Oh
I
my
don't want
God.
no
Do you know
one
what?
contacting me on my private social media.
Listen.
God.
And do you know the reason why we're not going to get into
it's
that?
Private Instagram, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
Instagram
private.
I'm gonna have to check it now.
Yeah, it is. Do you know
That's
why?
her
Because you
secretary, I'll
followed me,
check
yeah.
it.
And this is why I said. I thought you said. I thought you said you didn't have. So people, just let you know, that's the red flag there. So
Red
yeah.
line.
So anybody that's thinking they're gonna shout their shot to Mary, just run the other way. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Listen, if I was them, I'd run to you. I'm not gonna. I'm a good girl though.
And
Sometimes.
Grace, let them know your social media one more time.
It is grace.m.amelia. If you are in the carnival or soca scene, follow Zaya Arts. It's a collective. And if you like to party with me, it is Sugar and Spice Nights as well.
Yes, and there we have it, people. This is Straight Out the Box. I am your host, Tells. And last but not least, if you're interested in podcasting or you need a studio space to do all of your video production or hire any equipment, any camera equipment or lighting, then hit up AME. The details will be in the link description. Big up yourselves. Love and respect. Bless.
Cheers.
Bye, everyone. And what's that nice drink? One more thing. What's that nice drink that you gave us?
Oh,
last
do
time?
our rum punch.
Oh,
Yeah,
listen,
sorry, I didn't have that today.
That
but
changed my
don't
life.
worry,
It added-
I got you.